Hello dear students, welcome to the course of Engineering Thermodynamics. Myself Mihk Mistry, Assistant Professor from Mechanical Department of LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. So today we are going to continue our session on refrigeration cycle. We have already discussed about the simple VCR cycle working and its plot on PVTS, HS and pH diagram. Okay, so the factors that are affecting, among that the very first factor is effect of suction pressure. Now remember students, here on the screen you can see the pressure enthalpy diagram. Okay, there are four components in the VCR cycle, starting from compressor to condenser, condenser to expansion device and expansion device to evaporator. Here we will start from the inlet of the evaporator. So you can see 1 to 2 represents the evaporation or evaporator section, 2 to 3 will represent the compressor, 3 to 4 will represent the condenser, and 4 to 1 will represent the expansion device. Right. Now let us understand here, as you can see and observe, that evaporator or the suction pressure, that is corresponding to 1 to 2, because here in the pH diagram, if you observe, we have only two pressures, that is high pressure and low pressure. High pressure will be corresponding to the outlet of the compressor or corresponding to the condenser area. Okay, and low pressure will be corresponding to the inlet of the compressor or corresponding to the evaporator section. Okay, so here the low pressure or suction pressure or evaporator pressure, that we are decreasing. Okay, so now if we will decrease that, that means what? We have to decrease this 1 to 2 line, or we have to draw this 1 to 2 line at slightly lower way. Okay, because you can see on the y-axis we have pressure and on the x-axis we have enthalpy. So in order to decrease the pressure, this horizontal line 1 to 2 is drawn slightly below in the section. Okay, so now the new presentation of the cycle is 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 and back to 1 dash. Okay, so now what will happen? Let us observe over here. Here obviously you can see that compared to 1 to 2, 1 dash, 2 dash line is slightly smaller. That means what? The refrigeration effect has decreased. Okay, now because refrigeration effect means what? Whenever refrigeration effect is asked, you will have to simply take the enthalpy difference of the evaporator endpoints. So here former evaporator was having the endpoints 2 and 1, and the later evaporator, that is decreased pressure evaporator, is having the endpoints 2 dash and 1 dash. So you can appreciate that 2 point is slightly on the right side corresponding to, or compared to the 2 dash point, right? So if you will take H2 minus H1, it will have higher value compared to H2 dash minus H1 dash. Okay, so that is why the refrigeration effect is decreased. Now next is what? Here you can observe that 2 to 3, that is compressor process. So corresponding to 3 and 2, if you will take the enthalpy difference, that will give you the compressor work, that is H3 minus H2. Okay students, and now if you will take the revised cycle, that is by the decrease in the suction pressure, the compressor work is increased. How much? See, 3 dash and 2 dash, corresponding to that the enthalpy difference will be how much? H3 dash minus H2 dash. So you can take vertical line from 3 dash and vertical line from 2 dash. So that much enthalpy will be H3 dash minus H2 dash. So easily you can visualize that that value is higher compared to the former one, that is H3 minus H2. Okay, so the work done has also increased. Now in order to evaluate the performance of any VCR cycle, the parameter is COP, coefficient of performance. So you can observe on the screen that for the former cycle, or when the pressure is not decreased, the COP is equal to refrigerating effect upon work done. So refrigerating effect is equal to H2 minus H1 divided by H3 minus H2. Now if for the revised cycle, the COP will be this way. So here the numerator has also decreased and denominator has increased. So the resultant will be your COP will decrease, or your performance of the refrigerator will decrease. So that is the main outcome of this effect. That is, if you will decrease the suction pressure, then your performance of the VCR cycle will decrease. Clear students? Now let us move forward to next topic, that is effect of delivery pressure. Now delivery pressure. See, suction and delivery both are defined in context of the compressor, because you know that the compressor inlet will be called as suction side and the compressor outlet will be called as delivery side. That is why it is defined like that. Okay. So now here you can see that the delivery pressure will be corresponding to the condenser pressure, that is 3-4 line. Now if you will increase that pressure, then what will happen? So the revised cycle is shown over here by 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash. Okay, because the pressure has increased, right? So now let us observe the effect of this thing. Okay, so let us observe that. So now our aim is to what? Our aim is to do the refrigeration. That means your refrigeration effect should be high. So here you can observe, compared to 1, 2, your 1 dash, 2 dash is having small value. That means the refrigerating effect has reduced by some amount. Clear? Then next, compressor work. Here you can easily observe that compared to 2, 3, the 2 dash, 3 dash value is having high value. So here you will see that the later case, the compressor work has increased if you will increase the pressure in the delivery side. Okay, so that is also not desired. Okay, so now what is the effect? The net effect is what? Let us write down the COP for the former cycle when the delivery pressure is not increased. Then for the normal cycle, the COP is this one, H2 minus H1 divided by H3 minus H2. Okay, now for the later cycle, the revised COP will be how much? H2 minus H1 dash divided by H3 dash minus H2. Okay, so that is how you can appreciate. Okay, so here the numerator has decreased and denominator has increased. So the sole effect will be decrease in the COP, and that is not desirable. Okay, but now here where the real life situation will occur. See students, in the summer season what will happen? Compared to the winter season, summer season will have high atmospheric temperature, right? So that means what happens? Because see, the condenser will be always in contact with the atmosphere. Okay, so the condenser will reject the heat to the atmosphere. Now see, what is the funda of the nature? Funda of the nature is to transfer, or heat will automatically transfer from high body temperature to low body temperature. That means if you want to reject the heat to the atmosphere, then obviously condenser temperature should be higher than the atmospheric temperature, right? So now in the summer season what will happen? Your atmospheric temperature is rising. So automatically you have to raise the temperature of the condenser also. Then and then your condenser will be able to reject the heat to the atmosphere. See, in the winter your atmospheric temperature is 20 and in the summer your atmospheric temperature is 45. So there is drastic difference. So now your condenser should be at least higher than 55 or 60. Then and then it will be able to reject the heat to the 45 degrees Celsius. Right? You will appreciate that. So now you have to compress the vapor more in order to increase the pressure and corresponding temperature, right? Because here what will happen? If you will increase the pressure, then your temperature will also increase, right? Sir, because you are talking about atmospheric temperature, then how it will be affected? Simple. If you will increase the pressure, then the temperature will also increase. So that means in the summer season, you have to increase the pressure of the compressor. Okay, and that means what? So that is why in the summer season compared to the winter season, the same refrigerant or same refrigerator will perform less, or you will have the less refrigerating effect. Okay, so that is the case. Now the effect of superheating. So as you can see, superheating means what? Simple, that you will increase the temperature from saturation temperature. Okay, at given pressure. That will be called as superheating. So as you can see and refer the pH diagram given on the screen, initially the cycle was 1, 2, 3, 4 and back to 1. Now if you will superheat it, so at constant pressure, that means you have to increase the temperature, right? So that is why you can see over here that by superheating at the inlet of the compressor, you will have 2 dash as the new point at the inlet of the compressor, and at the outlet of the compressor you will have 3 dash as the new point. So your revised cycle will be equal to what? 1, 2 dash, 3 dash and 4 and back to 1. Now observe over here, students, what will be the consecutive effect of this superheating? Simple, refrigeration effect. So evaporator will be between 1 to 2 point, right? So here you can see initially we were having the refrigerating effect of H2 minus H1, and now by increasing or by superheating, the new refrigeration effect is equal to how much? H2 dash minus H1. So now you can appreciate over here that refrigeration effect has increased. Okay, now one more thing. Work done. So work done is equal to how much? H3 minus H2 for the former case, right? And by superheating, it will be equal to how much? H3 dash minus H2 dash. Now observe, and I told you in the previous section also, that these constant entropy lines are diverging nature, are having diverging nature when it will move towards the outer side or top side, right? So it will be having diverging nature, and due to that what will happen, your 3 dash point will be somewhat far from 3 point. Okay, because observe students, it is not parallelized, they are diverging from each other when it will move towards the outward side. So that is why, due to that, your H3 dash minus H2 dash will have higher value compared to H3 minus H2. But the dominating value is here the refrigerating effect. Okay, so here the numerator is also increasing, and simultaneously the denominator will also increase, and as a result your COP will increase. Okay, so here you can see for the former cycle the COP is equal to H2 minus H1 divided by H3 minus H2, and for the later cycle the COP is equal to H3 dash minus H2 dash in the denominator. Okay, and the numerator is having the value of H2 dash minus H1. Okay, now the next is effect of subcooling of the liquid. Now for subcooling, let us understand what is the funda of subcooling. Very simple, students. At the outlet of the condenser, you know that at given pressure the refrigerant will be in saturated liquid form. Now you have to decrease the temperature of the refrigerant at given pressure. That will be called as subcooling. I am repeating again, you will have to decrease the temperature of the refrigerant from the saturation temperature at given pressure. That is known as subcooling. For example, if I have a refrigerant at, let us say, 1 bar pressure, so at 1 bar at the saturation temperature is, let us say, 20 degrees Celsius corresponding to that refrigerant. So now what I will do, I will decrease the pressure from saturation temperature 20 degrees Celsius to 10 degrees Celsius at 1 bar. Okay, so that means that is the subcooling. Okay, so now here let us understand what is the effect of doing the subcooling. So here you can see the former cycle is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. The later cycle is 1 dash, 2 dash, 3, 4 dash and back to 1 dash. Okay, so now COP is equal to refrigerating effect upon work done. Here you can observe that former case is having the refrigerating effect of H2 minus H1, and the later case is having the value of refrigerating effect as H2 minus H1 dash. So the refrigeration effect has increased by subcooling the liquid, but the compressor work is remaining the same. So that means your numerator in the COP equation is increasing, the denominator is having the same value. So the COP will increase and refrigeration effect will increase. That means the performance of the system shall also increase. Okay, so that is how the effect of subcooling of the liquid will take place. Okay, so these are the different factors that will affect the performance of the VCR cycle. So we will keep up to this point today. Thank you.